Hey folks, somewhere I have a remote for this camera. I'm not sure where it is. I'm not sure what all I can do. I know I can zoom in, zoom out, I can turn it on, turn it off. Turning on and off, that would help because I don't have to reach forward to the back of it and hit the record button and accidentally move the aim. So, last night, about 6:30, 20 after 6 I think it was, our storm watch became a storm warning. It's humid again today. And I looked at the radar, and said, there's a bunch of stuff coming towards us. So, the reason I bought it, I stuck the old SJCam in the window, and powered it with this. It worked perfectly. Exactly what I wanted it for, but nothing happened anyway, so. But I was prepared. So I thought of a fourth use, a fourth werewolf to kill with that silver bullet. You remember, after I'd fixed the monster's motor, I took it out for a test drive, and I did a load test by going to get some lumber. I was going to put one of the cameras at the very end of the trailer pointing forward, and my cord wasn't quite long enough. I do have a 10-foot cord now. I still don't know where my USB extensions are. I have a suspicion they're in the basement. If they are, they're probably toast because moisture probably got to them and they're probably all corroded and not going to work anymore. Solution. So I put the camera on the end of the wood, and I can put this on as well, and bungee cord all the way around it, make sure it's not going to fall off, and there's my power source. So in theory I don't need it because the batteries, if the camera's charged up fully, the battery will last about an hour and a half, but if I end up taking the trailer along with me on my basic tour, like I did last time, then it's only going to last a certain amount of time. So, handy little bugger, considering I only paid 20 bucks for it on Amazon. So, I'm happy. I got lots of different uses out of it, and there might even be more. I gotta grab some more wood, because my ideas for here are changing again. I don't have my bike anymore, so I don't have to stick that underneath it, and I don't put the ES950 under it because it sticks out so far. The only thing I'm probably going to do is the Rubbermaid container that I stick on my other trailer, I might put it in here where the potting soil is. I think I'm going to take the potting soil into the cold room. It's Michelle's anyways, and she's not using it now. Her plan's changed. But every time I need something, I got to move it around, and sitting on the floor, the bugs are getting to it, so there's holes in the bottom bag now. So I have an idea what I want to do. Keep that to myself at the moment until I have some space here to actually show you this whole area and explain what it is I'm thinking. So, speaking of wood, I heard that lumber prices might be coming down. That supply and demand thing, they said the best cure for high prices is high prices. Because apparently nobody's buying wood now, so they're bringing the prices down. There was no reason to put it up anyways. It's the middlemen, the rich middlemen are the ones that raise the prices and are the ones that are making all the money right now. There was no reason to do it. There was no supply problem. There was no issue whatsoever. It's just them deciding that's what they wanted to do. So I'm wearing the same hat as yesterday. It's all dried off now. Actually, everything is dry except for my sandals. They're still a bit damp, but that's no big deal. My Canada mask kind of turned pink, the color ran in it. So I'm going to throw it in the wash and hope that it turns red and white again when it's done. I'm hoping. So we'll see what happens with that. I hope it's not ruined, because it is washable, so I don't know why the color ran. I think that's all I had for that. Can't think of anything else. So, I'm going to ask your opinion on something. Years ago, I had my Parisian wagon. You know, we throw a picture of that up on there, because I know I have one. I love that car. But it's a really weird setup. The exhaust comes down and then goes across in front of the oil pan and then runs to the back of the car. It was really weird the way it was set up. But all that heat caused a problem with the oil pan. It rusted through and got a hole in it. So for every tank of gas, I went through 4 liters of oil. It was crazy. So I got that fixed, and from what they told me, it was a 2-piece oil pan. I think that's what they said. But I got an estimate on it. It was a 3.5-hour job. I slept in the waiting room for 9 hours. So it took them longer than they expected. But they broke one of the exhaust bolts. They had to take the exhaust pipe off, the exhaust manifold I think it was, in order to change this oil pan. And they broke one of the bolts. They charged me $20 to replace it. It wasn't even a normal bolt. It was like a clamp type thing. So they charged me $20. But the thing is, Canadian Tire only charges for the hours that they say it's going to be. So if I have an estimate for 3.5 hours, that's all I pay for, 3.5 hours. So on a 9-hour job, only paying 3.5 hours labor, I wasn't going to complain about $20, right? So Zach has the same problem now, same situation. He had a coolant leak. He wasn't sure what it was. I told him if it's under $100, because he doesn't have the money to do anything right now. So he's hoping he can take it to the shop and hope it doesn't cost too much, and if it does, he hopes they will let him make payments on it. So he took it in the other day. I told him if it's like something, like, just take a look, see if you can figure out where it's leaking. If it's something as simple as a hose, I'll cover it, you know, and you pay me back in smokes or whatever, which is what he usually does. So I don't know if he actually looked or not, but he come home last night and he told me, he said the part that's broken is only $74, but apparently they broke one of the bolts taking it off. I don't know what the part was, so I don't understand, you know, how it's connected or whatever, but they broke one of the bolts taking it off, and now they have to drill it out and either replace his head or machine his head. So he's looking at a $15 repair job for this $74 leaking part. I don't think he should have to pay for that. And that's why I told him my story. I said it was only $20, so I didn't complain about it, but I don't think I should have had to pay for that. And he's kind of the same thing. They're allowing him to make payments, so he's not going to fuss about it. What's your opinion on that? Would you pay for that? I think I would make a lot of noise on that one. That's $1,500 for a $74 part. You know, I'm not sure, probably a couple hours labor anyways, but you know, $1,500. I'm pretty sure I would make a lot of noise about that. I don't think I would pay that. I don't. If it's not, I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. It's your vehicle. If you take it apart, you're probably going to break the bolt anyways if they do, but you know, I don't know. I don't. That's my opinion on it. I don't think he should have to pay for that. I don't know where it was he took. I'm assuming it's someplace in town here. I don't know. But I'm thinking, I don't know. I was going to say, maybe because all the lockdowns and everything, they're starving for business now, but I can't see that because most of the places here in town weren't really all that bad. Anyways, there are some stores that weren't allowed to open, non-essential. Auto repair, I'm assuming, is essential. But I don't know. I'm just kind of, I don't think he should pay. Anyway, it's a nice hot day today. I think it was supposed to be 28 today. It was 27 when I took my screenshot. It's, yeah, I'm using this again. That says almost 30. My bedroom's at 30 again. I didn't, okay, one of these is not accurate. I tend to believe this one. But this one also says 30 Celsius. This says 33. I tend to believe this one because it feels really hot in here. I don't know. It definitely feels warmer than it does in my bedroom, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm not going to Timmy's right away. I gotta stop and grab drinks for everybody. But I've got my bubbly Mountain Dew mix again. And start off with that so I don't dehydrate because it's really humid and I'm going to be sweating and it's not going to be comfortable. So I'll stop there on the way back. Other than that, the only thing I have planned, I gotta stop at the post office and I gotta stop at the dollar store and get the cat a new water dish. This is horrible. We got so much crap in our water. There's so much buildup. I don't know if it's lime or what it is, but his water dish is just, it's like, it's coated in stone. It's horrible. So I'm going to replace that for him. He doesn't seem too thrilled by it, so get him a new one. And I have to get him a big dish. I get him the big dog bowl because when his dish gets empty, he tends to flip them. And if there's still water in it, he gets water all over the floor. So I get this big bowl. Somehow he still manages to lift it. I hear thump, thump. I go, oh, he's out of water. He needs water. He still manages. He's a strong little bugger. But he hasn't flipped it yet, so I got to get a new one of those. And I'm pretty sure that's where I got it, in the dollar store. And then he'll have nice, fresh, clean, non-stone water. I don't even want to know what's in our water. So, anyway, I gotta go out and enjoy this nice day. This is where my remote would come in handy. Okay, so apparently not everything's dry. I forgot to change the seat cover on the Monster. My butt's wet. Oh, it's a beautiful day out there today. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too chilly. Temperature's nice. Not as humid out there as it is here in the garage, which was a good thing. The sun was pretty strong at times, not all the time, but occasionally. That was more or less uneventful anyway. The dollar store doesn't have any pet food dishes right now, so I don't know if I'll have to get one somewhere else or not, but they didn't have any today. And I got up in that fur trail, and Westcast is moving their bins around again. It's been fine for, well, up to now. And they stuck one in the middle there, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get through. I decided to try it. So, front wheel scraped on the left side, and on the right side, the rear fender scraped. So there's just barely enough room for me to get through. I'll let it go for now. If it comes down to it, I'm going to talk to somebody from the town about it. Because they have to leave access for the trail, whether it's their property or not. And they've got that bin right directly on the trail, so that last one that they stuck in there. I don't think I have anything else. I did kind of want to do something out here today, but I had to pick up drinks for everybody, and like I say, I started with a cold drink. I didn't take my coffee with me, so I got a tray full of drinks now that I got to take in the house before they get cold. So I guess that's it.